A touchdown for Longview!
And there's your drive, 11 plays, 51 yards, 29-yard touchdown pass. Smith's second touchdown catch of the night. And the Lobos have broken it open now, 27-16, just over 2 minutes left. And we have a final now. Colleen Ellison, 31, Bryan, 15. So Colleen Ellison secures that second place spot in District 14 5A. And they will play Longview, it appears, at this point, barring a great comeback by Pine Tree.
And of course, Temple, which has already clinched the District 14 5A championship, will now face Pine Tree at A. Martin Stadium in Fort Worth.
Eamon Carter.
That's right. A. Martin Stadium's in Lufkin. They're not going to play that. But they'll play on the TCU campus, and that'll be a great football game.
It will. And Longview will play, of course, Colleen Ellison in Waco at Baylor Stadium. And a lot of people expecting the Texas Stadium thing again this year, but there were some problems with scheduling on that, and so that never came up. Penalty assessed on the kickoff. Longview kicking off from their own 25.
The kick will go to Hunt. He picks it up at the 15. Derek Hunt goes across the 40-yard line and is brought down at the 44. Inside 2 minutes to play now.
We don't want to count the Pirates out of it just yet. You never know what might happen, but again, it would appear with 1:57 left that Longview would have this game possibly in hand. They are fired up. The momentum has switched to their side, and a couple of turnovers by the Pirates has been a factor in the second half.
Jay Tommy comes to the near side of the field. A double tight end formation, and Jeff Hayes will throw the football. He tucks it in and gets about 2 yards. Miles, going back to the playoff picture, you know, Temple was the runner-up in District 14 5A last year. They played Nacogdoches, who is the district champ. Here's a look at the play again. Jeff Hayes for a 2-yard gain. Nacogdoches represented 13 5A and just whipped Temple in the by-district game. It was like 28-6 at halftime at Texas Stadium. Jason Williams on the reception, and good enough for a Pine Tree Pirate first down at the 43-yard line. This, however, is a completely different Temple team. What do they rank? 6th in the state?
9-0, ranked 6th in the state. And they annually have good teams down there. Got a great head coach, and they are always tough. They seem to always be in the playoff picture, along with your Planos, Highland Parks, Odessa Permians, those type of teams.
This is Longview's first trip to the playoffs since 1980, when they played Plano and lost at Texas Stadium.
And the Pirates, their first trip ever in Class 5A. They had their first winning season in 5A last year. And it would appear that they built a pretty good foundation to build on from last year. Good season this year, and so many young guys back next year. You have to feel like they're going to be a favorite again next year, as well as Longview.
Talking to Coach Phillips earlier this week, there's now 1:17 to play. I think I knew him. Hayes is wrapped up, gets loose. He is scrambling, and the ball intended for the tight end Northwood, broken up by Mike Buffins, number 44. Getting to back what we were talking about, is it's amazing to look down in front of you. We're on the Pine Tree side of the field, and almost the entire stands full of fans. They're on their feet. Their club's down by 11 points with 1:08 to play, but boy, the Pirates have come far.
It's disappointing, but what a great year they've had, and they're not through yet.
This is Rodney Jones, and he falls for about a yard loss on the play. And the Pirates will again call timeout to stop the clock with 1:01 to play.
And I tell you, all the success for Pine Tree couldn't happen to a nicer head coach in Maurice Cook. Give him a lot of credit. James Phillips, you were talking about a second ago. All the assistant coaches have worked so hard. And it's a cliche, but it's been a Cinderella story for them. No one ever expected them to come this far. Especially losing 2 of the first 3 and going into district play with a 1-2 record. And a pretty good coaching job on the far sideline too by Coach Cox and his crew. They always seem to turn out good football teams. Just missed the playoffs last year with a 6-4 record.
Because this Pine Tree club beat them.
That's right, beat them by 2. Longview lined up for a field goal in the last couple of seconds and never quite got it off, and Pine Tree beat them 22-20, and that was a great ball game.
At the 45-yard line, it's 3rd and 11 for the Pirates, and Jeff Hayes will throw the football. Instead, he'll tuck it in and be short of the first down.
Clock stops with 50 seconds left in tonight's game, and
that is the Pirates' 3rd and final timeout.
That's right. Longview up 27-16. Good second half, broke it open.
In talking with the Pine Tree coaching staff this week, they really talked well of this Longview Lobo football team. They said not only do they have the talent, but they are so well coached. They have such a great system, a great organization, so well coached, especially on Friday nights.
They're fun to watch because they just line up and go after you. Hard and tough.
Of course, the Lobos stress the team concept. But if you had to give the game ball to somebody, number 17, Charles Smith would be the one to get it. 2 touchdown catches. Also intercepted a pass and recovered a fumble, which led to 2 more Longview scores.
Good night for the 2 running backs, too, and we'll talk more about that in just a second.
4th and 5 at the 37-yard line. This could indeed be the last offensive play for the Pirates tonight. Hayes. And McMullen falls down, and there's not a flag. And the clock stops with 46 seconds to play, and the possession is turned over at the 37-yard line to the Longview Lobos.
And they'll simply run out the clock. Rushing tonight, we talked about the 2 backs coming in, and they didn't disappoint us, either one. Rodney Jones, 19 carries, 121 yards unofficially, and a touchdown. Also, a couple of long kickoff returns. Joe Johnson, 26 carries, 113 yards, and he scored a touchdown of 22 yards, the first one of our ball game tonight. Charles Smith, all-around great game defensively and offensively. 2 touchdown receptions for him. And Harris, a good game at quarterback, 6 of 8, 106 yards.
Power I formation, and the Lobos will just run out the existing 45 seconds left on the clock.
How about that score we just received? Lufkin shutting out Nacogdoches tonight, 13-0, the final there. And Coach Ed Colley under a lot of fire with the Lufkin program. Nacogdoches, of course, won district last year.
The word on Coach Colley is that he probably won't be back next year.
Could be a few things happening in this district.
13 seconds to play in the ball game, and the Longview Lobos are the district 13-5A champions. A perfect 7-0 in district play. The Longview Lobos have beaten the Pine Tree Pirates 27-16. This has been an East Texas Sports Special. The Longview Lobos against the Pine Tree Pirates. Once again, the final score, Longview on top, 27-16. Our director, Alan Morris. Technical director, Bob Way. We'd also like to thank our spotter, Mike Midkiff, and our statistician, Ray Peters, and the rest of the Channel 7 sports team.